Cross-site scripting, this is one of the important, top web application vulnerability. Basically, cross-site scripting is a client-side code injection. Okay, maybe let's understand about it in detail. Just consider that there is a legitimate user or a victim. Okay, is a victim means impacted user. Okay, as of now he is only a user, so he will become a victim. Let's see how he is becoming a victim. It's an web application. Okay, maybe network. Okay, there is an attacker who is also connected to the network, and okay, he is also having an access to the web application. Just consider that. So he is an attacker. Okay, fine. So what happens? Just let's go one by one. The first step, the attacker aims to execute the malicious script in the web browser of the victim by including a malicious code in the legitimate web page or the web application. Okay. As of now, this particular web application which is running in this server is a legitimate one. Okay, it's an very good, or it's a secured one. Okay, so what happened? This guy, he will execute a script once he access here. Okay, and he runs some script in this web application. Okay, so this script is maybe running in this web application. Now what happened when the victim, now the next point comes, the actual attack occurs when the victim visits the web page or the web application that executes the malicious code. So now already this attacker has injected a script here. Okay, he executed some malicious script here. Now at this point of time, if a victim is trying to access this web application, so the web page or the web application, this particular web page or the web application, right? This application becomes a vehicle to deliver the executed script to this victim's browser. Okay, now this script will be executed in his browser. In the victim's browser. So this is how a legitimate user become a victim by accessing a legitimate website. So basically, attacker, a malicious user, he will run some malicious script in the legitimate web page. Okay, so as of now, this web page is a legitimate web page, but he executed some malicious script in this web page. So what happened next to that, when a user comes and access to the same web application, this script, right, this web application become a vehicle to deliver this script. Okay, whatever he executed in this web page, and it would deliver here to particular victims browser. So once this script is delivered here, it will run on his browser and execute whatever script he done. Maybe if he want to, redirect it to some other. Uh, just consider this is some other vulnerable server or vulnerable server. Okay, he want this user's traffic to redirect to it, so this script will run in his browser, and this will initiate a session to this particular server, where maybe again this attacker may have some other plan to get the information about the server, or to make use of this guy. Okay, or if this server this script is based on whatever requirement this guy designed. Okay, so maybe it can run and get the required information from this device, and it can take this information and get it stored to some other destination where the attacker want. Okay, so basically a cross-site scripting is a code that is injected to victim's machine. How it works: attacker will execute that malicious script in a legitimate web page. Okay, and when a victim comes and access the web page, this web application becomes a vehicle to deliver that malicious script to his browser. And once the script comes to his victim's machine browser, it will execute here, and based on the script, whatever designed it is, it takes the information, or it can redirect, or it can um, make whatever thing he want to perform this machine, and he can do it. Say for example, he want to take all the information that's available from this device to copy and get it stored to the other remote destination server, he can do it. Or if he want to access from something else, he can do it. So whatever thing he want, he can do it. So this is what cross-site scripting is. Maybe we can check it in our lab. We can do it in multiple ways. We can do the lab using Fiddler tool, or we can use in some other way also. So Fiddler tool is basically we can use it when the same can be performed as a man in the middle attack. Say for example, if he want to manipulate the request and he do it, but maybe in our lab we'll try to do the same. Fine. Okay. Okay. So maybe I'll close Fiddler tool for now. It's not required. Fine. So what I'm doing, just consider that client student number one, he is the attacker. Okay. So what he is going to do, he is going to execute some malicious script in the web page or a web application. So this is a web application, right? This particular server is a web application. So student one is going to execute a malicious script in this web application, and when student 2 want to access this web application, that script whatever student 1 he executed in this web application will be executed on the student 2's web browser. Okay, just consider that I am student 1. Okay, attacker, let me log in. Okay, so now I am the student 1, I am the attacker here. So now what I am doing here, uh, okay, as it is an auction site, I'm just going to run a script. Okay, run a script here. I just add I'm just going to put some advertisement saying that I'm going to sell something. Okay, so my plan is I'm going to insert some malicious script here. Okay, and I'm giving an advertisement as like I'm going to sell a car in a very cheap price. Okay, so on seeing this advertisement, if some user come and click this fake information, means I'm not actually going to sell a car, right? But what I'm going to do, I'm going to advertise saying that I'm going to sell a super car and for just some $10. Okay, so but I'm going to execute a script here, a malicious script here. So when a other user who is seeing that advertisement, and if they're wanted and they want to purchase that car for $10, if they click that link, that code will be executed in their browser. Okay, and again, when I say I'm going to execute a malicious script, I'm not going to execute any malicious script because it is my mission here. So I'm just going to run a script, example script, to show you that whatever script I am executing here, it is executed in the other user's machine. Means this web application is delivering that script to the other content. Okay, so I'm not going to run any malicious script. I'm going to run a very simple script, just print kind of a script. Okay, maybe car for sale. Car for sale. I'm just putting as like car for sale, 10 USD. Okay, here I'm writing a script, a very simple script. I'm not, as I said, I'm not going to write a malicious script. Just to, I just want to show you how it works, right? So I'm just going to write a sample script to show you it works. Okay, so script alert. Just it will gives a kind of a print message, right? It shows some alert message showing that your device is hacked. You are hacked. Okay, that's it. I'm just finishing it. I need to upload some image. action item. Okay, as I said, I'm just giving only $10. Country, any country I can use. Just for example, I'm just using. So any code. What is the payment methods I'm going to collect? So I'm just using this, and it is under arts and antique. Okay, so submit here. So this script is executed here. That's fine. Okay, basically this is what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm not going to run a malicious script. You just see here, right? We get some pop-up message saying that you are hacked. So this is just a sample script. Okay, this I have run that script here in this particular web application, in this particular ad. When I say car for sale, okay, and that will be available if you see art and antiquities, right? So here under this, I have made that post. Um, should not. Okay, that is car. Okay, I created car for sale, but it's not here. Not sure. Did I forget about this one? No worries. Maybe this is also a sample content which I created recently. So if you see here, this is also the same one only. Okay, it's named as like car, right? Okay, this is named as like car. Okay, and I just put it for $10. So I already injected a malicious content here, and it is available here in the art and antique. So what happened now? Let me log out here. So just consider that the attacker has executed the malicious content already in the website. Okay, and now I am a victim who comes log in here. So you just consider student 2 is a victim. Okay, and I want to purchase some car, and see, I'm seeing a car for only $10. So this is how we are getting multiple, advertisements. It's like mobile for ₹1 something, right? So most of the cases are working like this only. Okay, so when he sees that someone is selling a car for $10, okay, he want to buy it, right? So the victim, once the victim clicks here, that code, whatever we executed, we applied to that particular advertisement, is now executed in my browser, right? See, this is just print message what I have created in that script, but this is for just for a sample. But if I execute any malicious script, and once I click that car link, immediately it will get executed here, and it will work in a way which that attacker want. Okay, so this is how a cross-site scripting works. So basically a cross-site scripting is a client-side code injection attack where a attacker will execute a malicious code in a legitimate website, and when a victim comes and access that website, the website will act as a vehicle to deliver that malicious code to that victim's browser, and once that script comes into the victim's browser, it will execute there in the victim's browser, and it will proceed further accordingly how the script is designed, written by the attacker. Okay, so we need to make sure that whenever we are seeing any ads as like phone for ₹1, so we should be very careful. So this is cross-site scripting.